This week we're at Dapur Halal Malaysian restaurant. If you're at the British Museum, this is the place to go, as it's located only a 5-minute walk away. You can find it just off Red Lion Street, in between Lambed Conduit Passage. Now let's hear from the owner herself.
Hi, I'm Shariza and I own Dapur in Holborn, and typically it's a Malaysian food and it's all completely halal, inshallah. We have been in operation since March 2014. So Dapur is open from Monday to Friday, 11:30 to 3 o'clock. We close at the weekends. Well, I'm quite happy just being here because it has the lunchtime traffic that I want. From the beginning, when I say that I'm only targeting lunchtime crowd, the same thing with the menu as well. I've never had plans to have a fixed menu because I think it can get a bit boring. But for me, what I cook every day is on a whim. It all depends on me really, what I fancy cooking. I mean, I do only make Malaysian food. That was the aim anyway, for me to introduce Malaysian food in London. For us, we're just doing the nasi campur kind of thing. So nasi campur means like your rice and all the dishes. That's what you have in Malaysia, like the street food kind of thing. And whereas most of the Malaysian restaurants in London are like your typical restaurants, sit down, with a menu, standard menu and stuff. And we're not, and we don't have that. All Malaysians normally would have nasi lemak for breakfast. We eat a lot of rice basically in Malaysia. If it's not rice, it's probably noodles. But nasi lemak is very, very popular in our country. It's basically rice cooked in coconut milk, and then you have your pandan leaves, and then a bit of ginger, onions, and all those kind of things. And then the typical accompaniments that come with it would be the chili sambal, the sauce. And then you have your fried little fishes, anchovies, and peanuts, and also cucumber slices and boiled eggs. You can also find, if you go to Malaysia, you can also find nasi lemak comes with fried eggs instead of boiled eggs. If you want to go a bit more fancy, then you do the fried eggs version. Yeah. So, and then the beef rendang. Rendang normally we would have for special occasions. Normally during Eid we serve rendang, and it's quite. If you have rendang with nasi lemak, it's quite special because the time it takes to make rendang is just like forever.
But the main question is the chicken rendang supposed to be crispy?
Oh, hell no, never. Never.
I like your rendang flavour. That's like a coconut sweetness. However, the chicken skin isn't crispy. It can't be eaten.
You can't be serious, man. You cannot be serious!
But all the sauce is on the skin I can't eat.
My grandmother will be turning in her grave, if you make crispy chicken rendang, because that never happens. It's just ridiculous. Because it's the sauce. So you can't have chicken curry with crispy skin, basically. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So, but then again, hey, just because what's his name, Greg Wallace is a MasterChef judge doesn't make him, the expert in Malaysian cuisine. So, okay, the noodles is just typically our plain. Normally we do two types. Today we do the egg noodles. So that is just egg noodles with a bit of soy sauce and chili and onions and a bit of tofu and choy sum. Choy sum is the Chinese greens, and that's it. But because I don't know, certain food is it's so like heartwarming, right? It's like so. It reminds me of things that I eat at home. I ate back in Malaysia when I was growing up. This is what my mom would typically cook for breakfast. Normally she would do this kind of things for breakfast. Or if my dad ever go into the kitchen, this is what he do late at night, like for like supper in the late night supper. So yeah, that's why I want to just to have a bit of variety on a daily basis, because on Mondays we normally have nasi goreng. So today, normally on Wednesdays we have the small noodles, the rice vermicelli. But because yesterday was Eid, so I did something special and moved the yellow noodles to today. So yeah, tomorrow we'll have nasi goreng. Just one of the things that we just want to make it to give our customers a little bit more choice.
Is there any dish that you do rarely, or one that that would be an extra special one that people might look forward to if they were to come down?
I don't know. I think people who came down here would be looking forward to the rendang. I don't know why, but that's what they go for. They just want to have the rendang with the nasi lemak. You know, all these dishes that we have here in Malaysia, people would eat it with plain rice rather than the nasi lemak or the coconut rice, because with plain rice, then you can taste the the dish itself.